channel. As ladies and gentlemen, we will be having the our first pay-per-view, KIW Backlash pay-per-view review, and as we look at the arena. And we will be talking about the matches that will be happening at the pay-per-view. Starting with Lio Rush versus an unknown opponent after he's been asking for competition from Manny Impact, and Manny Impact happily obliges and will give Lio Rush a match at the first pay-per-view. But we don't know who it is, but we will see who it is. And as for our first title match, it will be Bandito versus Shane Strickland in a rematch for the KIW United States Championship. Should be another great match. And look at the arena for Backlash. It's amazing, right? Amazing arena for our very first pay-per-view. And also, ladies and gentlemen, remember guys, Bandito defeated Shane Strickland in Shane Strickland's first title defense, and he became the second. Bandito became the second KIW United States champion. Well, also, will Shane Strickland become the first ever two-time United States champion? Will Bandito have his second retained match for the U.S. title? Ladies and gentlemen, the Bandito defended it in a fatal four between him, Shane Strickland, El Mago, and Desmond X of the Rascals, and defeated all four of them to retain his title. But will he be able to retain this time against the more probably focused and dangerous, more aggressive Shane Strickland in the rematch for the United States title? We will see at the pay-per-view. And also for our third match, it'll be Eric Young versus Kenny Darkness. Ladies and gentlemen, Eric Young of Sanity has been trying to get Kenny Darkness into Sanity, but Darkness says that I don't need Sanity. I am a more powerful force than Sanity. Well, he will try and make that a point as he versus Eric Young in a 1v1 in his first pay-per-view. We will see who prevails. And ladies and gentlemen, for our fourth match, it'll be trying to get back on track, Hard Dynasty 2, between Brian Pillman and Davey Smith Boy Jr. versus the Revival. Ladies and gentlemen, the Revival though had an amazing match with Evo and Sonata before they were eliminated by them. They're looking to regain track into the KIW Tag Team Division. So it's the Hard Dynasty 2, as they're experiencing a loss from, I think, the Colognes in the first round of the Tag Team Titles tournament. Those teams looking to get back into shape, into the picture, the Tag Team Titles picture. And we have Suicide versus TJP in a TLC ladder match for the Cruiserweight Championship. Ladies and gentlemen, TJP took the Cruiserweight Championship from Suicide to become the second Cruiserweight Champion in KIW, but lost it in a rematch against Suicide for the US title, and Suicide is the first ever two-time Cruiserweight Champion. But this time he defends it in a TLC ladder match. Who will win this final match between these two good cruiserweights for the Cruiserweight title? We will find out at Backlash. And up to the next one, Baron Blade had got a win over John Moxley in a surprising match, but we will see how he best fares with another person to get back into track, Austin Aries, in a 1v1 match. We'll see about that later on. And we have EC3 versus an unknown opponent. We don't have all the match details, but we all do know that EC3 will be at the Backlash pay-per-view versing someone. We don't know who it is, but we will find out. And we have Flip Gordon versus Brian Cage. This should have been a good match, but instead, Flip Gordon was too dominated for the more muscular and the more machine-like Brian Cage. Brian Cage wanted paid back, in which he got at one of Flip Gordon's matches by attacking him from behind, trying to injure Flip Gordon. But Flip Gordon fought a little bit until the end, until he was eliminated in the mid-match of the semifinals, or I think the third round. But this should be a good rematch. We will see who becomes the outcome of that one. And we have also Breezango versus the Bullet Club. After eliminating the Bullet Clubs shockingly in the semifinals. Yeah, shockingly in the semifinals. Bullet Club looks to taking back revenge. As of last week though, or the last episode, which I believe was episode 9, Robbie Eagles tapped out one of the members of Breezango, Tyler Breeze. And had a very good match with him too. Robbie Eagles has proven himself to be a good cruiserweight and a very good competitor, as he had an impressive match with Suicide a few episodes back for the cruiserweight title, and was in that fatal four-way for the first ever cruiserweight championship match. But we will see what these teams will prove as they get back also into the tag team division goal to become tag team champions. Next is our third KO main event. It'll be the Intercontinental Champion Ray Phoenix the second Intercontinental Champion Ray Phoenix defends it against Willie Mack, and get this, it is a 30-minute time limit match. 30 minutes of these two competitors fighting for the Intercontinental Championship. We will see who wins the outcome of that match in a 30-minute Iron Man match. And our co-main event, our first co-main event, it will be for the KIW Tag Team Championships, as Villain Enterprises, who won the finals in the tag team tournament, versus none other than Sanity's Killian Dane and Alexander Wolf, and G.O.A.T. for the tag team titles. We will find out who will become the first ever tag team champions of KIW. Will it be Villain Enterprises? Will it be Sanity? Or will it be G.O.A.T? We will find out at the pay-per-view. And our main event for the KIW World Championship will be none other than G's versus Kingdom Go versus Brock Lesnar in a triple threat match for the KIW World Heavyweight Championship. And ladies and gentlemen, we will be having ourselves a broadcast right after the show. It will be called Impact Talk. Talking Impact on Impact Talk. We'll figure out the details later. But anyway, this should be a very packed very packed pay-per-view for our very first pay-per-view on YouTube. All the matches have been announced, and these matches should probably roll some breath away in our very first pay-per-view. Well, we will see you, and the pay-per-view will be on Friday in the afternoon. We will see you guys Friday.